The Galactic Assembly's combat arena was a place of spectacle, tradition, and pride. Soldiers from every known species gathered there, not to the death, but to prove dominance. Hand to hand, without tech, without weapons. It was supposed to be a display of strength and honor. Sergeant Zorlok of the Krogan Dominion was a towering behemoth of muscle, scales, and arrogance. Decorated in 5 planetary campaigns, he had snapped a Rockhore's neck with one hand and once wrestled a charging Miracox beast into submission. He stood undefeated in the arena for 12 cycles. When the humans finally joined the assembly, there had been whispers. No one really knew what a Navy SEAL was. Most assumed it was some aquatic animal, some kind of ceremonial defender of Earth's oceans, perhaps. That illusion ended the day Lieutenant Mason Briggs walked into the arena. Briggs was not tall. He was not heavily armored, nor did he carry any visible augmentations. He wore only the tight gray training suit provided by the assembly and bore the calm expression of someone who had already assessed every way to kill you. Zorlok sneered. "This is what Earth sends?" he boomed, walking forward. "You insult the arena!" Briggs didn't answer. He simply rolled his shoulders and nodded toward the signal light above them. The match hadn't started yet. Zorlok snorted. Then, before the light turned green, he slapped Briggs across the face with the back of his massive clawed hand. A violation of every rule of the assembly. The crowd gasped, then went quiet. Briggs didn't flinch. He just blinked. 1 second passed. The green light flashed. 2 seconds. Briggs stepped forward. A blur of motion followed. 3 seconds. Zorlok was screaming, on his knees, begging, "Stop! Please! What are you?" The entire arena was stunned. The playback footage would later reveal that in those 3 seconds, Briggs had dislocated Zorlok's arm, driven 4 precise blows to critical Krogan nerve junctions, kicked his supporting knee backward at a 45-degree angle, and then applied a hold to the spinal base that, if maintained another 2 seconds, would have paralyzed the warrior permanently. Briggs had stopped just before that point. He stood over the sobbing mountain of muscle, arms crossed. "I thought this was a fight," he said flatly. "Did I misunderstand?" Silence. Then chaos. The crowd erupted into noise, some booing, others cheering wildly. The assembly delegates scrambled to verify the rules had been followed. Technically, they had. Zorlok struck first. Briggs finished it. By the book. Later that evening, in the high tower of the Krogan embassy, Commander Tharvosh watched the footage for the 8th time. He couldn't look away. "This SEAL," he muttered. "What sort of training produces such monsters?" The Earth ambassador, a short woman named Rodriguez, merely smiled. "Monsters? No, just humans who've spent a little too much time in war." Tharvosh shook his head. He showed no fear, no hesitation. Rodriguez nodded. "That's what 30,000 years of survival on a death world teaches you. On Earth, everything tries to kill you, from viruses to volcanoes. We adapted." Tharvosh stared. "I see now why the Varnak invasion failed." Rodriguez stood. "We tried to warn them, and now you know." The next day, the assembly instituted new rules. No further challenges to humans without review. Unofficially, species across the galaxy began rethinking their opinions about Earth and its so-called primitive warriors. And as for Briggs, he was back in the gym before dawn, training. Uninterested in fame, unconcerned with galactic politics. Because back home, he was just another SEAL. And on Earth, he wasn't even the scariest one.